Hey guys, we're doing another review. This is on a laminator from the brand Ragu, R-A-G-U, just like the pasta sauce brand. I assume it's even pronounced the same way. This little laminator has the price point of about 50 bucks shipped from Amazon, so it's free shipping, so it's $50, a little more, a little less. And the little card you just saw was like a free gift card. So if you leave like a positive review, they'll send you like a present of some kind that you choose. But barring that, still a good deal at 50 bucks, and it's going to come with about 40 laminating sheets. The unboxing will be done very quickly. Two little items it comes with are the sheets themselves. There's 40, various size 40 laminating sheets. It also comes with a little mini hole puncher, so that's convenient, and also comes with a corner rounder. That's one of those weird things that I actually kind of like about it. It comes with that little corner rounder, as even though it's a very basic little home office tool for teachers, people that don't want to have sharp corners on their laminated finished products, it's actually kind of nice, because little kids in classrooms, if you're a teacher, they will find anything they can and poke themselves in the eye with it, including your laminated papers that you're doing school activities with, and this will kind of take care of that problem for you because you can just round off all the corners. A little $1 item they tacked onto it just to give a little bit more value to the whole product itself. So with that little gimmick being done, we'll talk about the laminator itself. It has an LED interface, so you can press the little power button, and when you do, it'll basically tell you the ambient temperature in the room, and it'll start going ahead and increasing the heat from there to about 270. Once it gets to 270, it will turn to the on button, and the on when it says on, that means you're good to laminate. What you see me pointing to there is the ABS button. That's the anti-block system, so basically prevents it from getting blocked. You switch that little switch over, it loosens up the press, and then you can pull out anything that got jammed up in there. So once you hit that little power button, it'll hit the ambient temperature in the room. In my case, it's about 77 degrees, and it should heat up to about 270. Once it hits 270, that is your cue to go ahead and put it into the system, because the word on will show up. So after about a minute or two, it'll go up to 270. It'll switch over to on, and then you're good to start laminating. Word of warning, the rollers start going the moment you turn the on button on. So if you can put the laminator strips in there early, and they'll mess up your product. So don't do it until it says on. If you do multiple sheets one after the other, it will diffuse some of the heat, and it will go back to a temperature, but then it'll pop back to on pretty quickly once the heat ratchets back up again. But again, always wait until the actual laminator LED screen says on. This is similar to other laminators that I've reviewed and seen in the past, where it go from like a red light to a green light. Same thing, but this kind of gives you a real feel for what the temperature in there actually is. Alright, so you're about to see a quick demonstration of the laminator actually being used. It's not in real time. I sped it up a little bit by about a factor of 3 just to save you some time watching the video. It goes the standard speed. They're all pretty standard as far as how fast they laminate, because those laminating strips will only go so fast. I will tell you the one con that I really have with this product, and that is the laminating sheets that it comes with. They will just barely accommodate an 8.5 by 11. But the thing is, you're not going to use them very long. There's only 40 total, and they're very different sizes. There's about maybe 15 or 20 of the 8.5 by 11 sheets, and you'll go through those real fast. And then you're probably going to buy a bulk buy of like a Bosch or something else, or whatever's on sale that will be more accommodating. I tested this on with using Bosch laminating sheets that I have at the house. They fit just fine. It's a little snug, but they do fit. And obviously, it's going to accommodate smaller ones than the 8.5 wide. But it maxes out 8.5 in width, so you will never be able to laminate an 11 by 17 map for a classroom or something. So with that, you basically get what you pay for. $50 range, you're not going to get a giant laminator. You're going to get a little 8.5 inch laminator that comes with a little cutter that you're seeing me demonstrate here. The cutter's pretty nice. I actually have another laminator with a cutter, but it's a separate tray, which is a little floppy. It doesn't really hold very well, and I don't like it all that much. And because this one's actually attached to the top of the actual laminator itself, it's much easier to manage, and you don't have to deal with detaching things and making sure it works well, because on my other laminator, the actual thing that you cut with works as an injection tray, which is kind of annoying. So with this, you can basically get the angles you want. It has a little angle guide on there if you want to do that. So you can do a little bit more inside the classroom, like going to a media room if you're a teacher, and you can do a little more than just having multiple tools out to do your cutting or for scrapbooking, that kind of stuff. So overall, pretty happy with the product. I didn't show it all in this video because I felt like I've been even more mundane than just doing a regular laminator review. And I did about 10 other sheets. It kept going just fine and never switched from the on to the temperature position, so it maintained its heat pretty good. It was not so hot that I couldn't run these old recipes through it, which I did run through there. So if you want to preserve something, the Laminator does a great job. Overall, really happy with it. It's a $50 Laminator. I'll put a link to the Amazon listing I got it from in there, and pretty happy with it. Overall, I'd say 9 out of 10, just as long as it maintains itself. I'll do a follow-up in 6 or 7 months probably, just tell you if it's still working, making sure it's how much it's being used. And with that, I'll leave you to it. This next lamination is all in real time, so this is how long it really takes. So hopefully you found the video helpful. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you did, and have a great day.